All right, ladies and gents, I am so excited tonight. I think it's mostly ladies, but I'll include gents as well. I'm so excited tonight. We have a couple big things. I'm going to do some housekeeping at the beginning, and then Karina's going to go through some stuff with you guys so that we can actually actively go through what we're going to talk about right now. So we have been feeling like there has been kind of a little key piece missing for y'all. And so Karina, myself, and Jamie, we decided to get together, combine efforts, and yesterday I created a group. It is called Quintessential Lifestyle, and it is a Facebook group. You may have been invited to it. You might have kind of see it pop up. So I'm going to tell you guys what it's all about. We are doing this group so that you guys and us, obviously, but so that you guys have the availability to invite people to it. Okay. So your potentials for your ambassadors, potential customers, so that you actually have some availability for people to go somewhere and get some information. Okay. The coolest part of all of this is that we're actually going to be hosting live events every 2 weeks. And I think we planned maybe like every second Tuesday. I don't know how it's going to work out, but the first one is next Tuesday. Okay. So what this event is going to be is it's literally going to be, you are going to talk to your prospects. We'll have some messages ready for you and be like, hey, yo, what's up? I just started this thing. I'm super stoked on it. I would really like to have you, to get your opinion on it. I think that you would be amazing at this. Blah, 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 whatever. We will send messages later in this. And so you have the availability, like kind of funnel your people somewhere, right? Again, if you guys can close one-on-one, close one-on-one. If you want to get them on a phone call with us, let's keep using the systems. But what I really find is that if they have a place to go and a place to kind of scroll through and look at things, they're going to be a little more likely to retain the information, right? Because it's a little more control on their end. So we created this group. I'm so freaking excited for it. So the first event is going to be on Tuesday. What is going to happen is that on Tuesday, you're going to start to see posts popping up in there about different products. Okay. So kind of think about like how Meet the Alliance Society was, but it was like, that was kind of like a one-off. So we're going to be doing this very consistently. We're going to put those posts about product, get people intrigued, get people interested. And then we are going to do a giveaway at the end of the day. So it actually is an incentive for them, so that they are able to like keep with us throughout the course, and have the opportunity to win some free shit, which who doesn't want to win free shit, right? So I am going to hand you off to Karina right now. We're going to talk about IPAs. We're going to talk about things that are super important within this business, within this industry, so that you guys are able to have the tools that you need in order to utilize this group to its fullest potential. So Karina, take it away, my friend.
Awesome. Okay, first off, thank you, Kat, for getting this going and getting the group started. This is so awesome. I actually want to mention that I was in my last company. This is what I was doing. I had a group just like this, and it was so awesome because we had all of our potentials in one place. And then every once in a while, someone would go live and tell their story or host an opportunity call. And it worked really, really well because everybody was already in the group. So you're not re-messaging people to go to an event. They're already in there. So, and a lot of the times it takes people, a few times to see the products, to see the business opportunity before they say yes. I was one of those. I had to keep following this girl for so long, and she messaged me about the opportunity so many times. I was like, no, but I continued to see what was going on, and I joined, and it was the best thing I ever did. So what I want to go over is, obviously, in order to get people into these events, you have to message them first, okay? And I'm saying this because I have had this before where people will just go to their friends list and then just start adding them in. People don't like that. They don't want to be just added into a group. You have to message and ask for that permission first. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because some people do it. And while it may seem like a decent idea, people just really don't like that. Yeah, a great way to get kicked off Facebook too. Yes, Jamie. So for those of you who have people who you have talked about the business, who have come to an event, maybe just didn't join, that's where you're going to start messaging. And Kat is going to put in some sample messages into the chat, and we'll post them to the Phoenix group later so that you guys can copy them. But you just want to get these people who you've already talked to. That can be your first step, right? It's just asking them if they are open to taking a look at more in depth of what we have going on. I like to tell them too, there's no obligations. Like we're not going to push them to buy anything. This is strictly just for information. So that's your first step, is to go to people who you've already talked to about this and just ask them if they're open to being put into the group. Kat just put a message there. So that's your first step. So the second thing I want to say is, I know that there's lots of you who, and this was me at the beginning of my network marketing career. I would talk to people, and then I ran out of people. People either said no, or they ignored me, or they said yes and didn't join. Some of them did join. And I just ran out of people to even talk to because I didn't have anybody else on my Facebook or my Instagram. So I know that there's people, I bet you're nodding your head. You're like, yeah, that's me. I've been there. I get it. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. Okay. Number one, does not mean you're a failure. We can work through this, but this is when you are in this situation, this is when it is key for you to be adding to your network all the time and engaging with those people. Okay. And when I say engage, I don't mean just like messaging them and being like, hey, how are you? And starting up a random conversation. When I say engage, I mean you're adding them to your Instagram. And I'm going to show you guys an example. I'll share my screen. Kat, maybe make me a host now so I can, if I'm not yet. Perfect. So I'm going to share my screen and kind of show you what I mean. But I engage with these people a couple of times, maybe 3-4 days. I'll engage with them, comment on their stories, ask them about their stories, ask them about their pictures, like ask questions like, that's the cutest outfit, where did you get it? Little things like that to get them interacting with you. Social media was made for us to be social. Okay. It was made for us to interact with each other. So once I've talked to those people a couple of times, then I send them a message. Okay. And I send them, I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat really quick because I didn't give it to Kat to put in. Oh, no, it's not working. I forgot my copy and paste doesn't work on Zooms for some reason. Anyways, I will post it later in the Phoenix group. But basically, I'm just saying like, hey, you probably noticed me fangirling over your stuff. I just want to reach out and ask you if you'd be open to taking a look at the new company I'm in. We have been named the #1 company to watch out for in 2022. It may or may not be a good fit for you, but maybe you know somebody who's struggling and wants a natural and holistic way to help them with their health or their fitness or whatever. Would you be open to just checking out the group? I'd even just love your honest opinion because I think you're absolutely amazing. And that's it. And they either say yes or no. And if they say no, that's all good. If they say yes, perfect. So now they're in the group and they're going to be seeing what we're putting in. So I'm going to do this with you guys, and I'm just going to show you how simple this is. Okay. So, because I have a girl that I've been wanting to message. Share screen. And I want to show you too how you can tweak. So her and I have been interacting. We talked on Facebook a little bit on about the business before, but I want to invite her. So I'm gonna edit this because she knows me. For an announcement. Great. There. So simple. And she's either going to say yes or she's going to say no. Okay. So I'm going to have Alex pop on and show you how she does this, but you guys keeping track of who you talk to and who you're interacting with is so key. because if you have a list of people, you can just go back and talk to them. So I had somebody ask me this the other day. They were like, well, everybody's story that pops up is people that I know. So that happens to me too, because I obviously I do interact with like my friends' stories a lot. So these are all people that I actually know, we've kind of spoken to, people I went to high school with. But if you scroll through your stories all the way back, it's going to show you people that maybe you don't interact with as much. So this is how simple interaction is. Oops, what the heck? What is happening? Oh my gosh, sorry. So whenever somebody posts like a motivational thing, this is usually what I say. So then I would actually, because I haven't really interacted with this girl very much because she's new to my Instagram. So I would go and like one of her posts, and then I'm gonna write her name down so that I know to go back and interact with her a couple more times and then ask her about the business. So, and also, if you want new people on your Instagram or your Facebook, you have to be adding them. And I know I've shown you guys this before, but I'm going to show you guys again. So this is how I would fitness journey. So I'm going to search any hashtag here. So I'm just doing this. So fitness journey tags, this 34 million posts. I like to go most recent because I find the top is just like all big time influencers. But if you go to recent, you can find people who are on fitness journeys. Just like a couple of her posts, comments, follow. And if she had, oh my God, if she had a story, I would go to her story and comment something on her story. I'm gonna go like a few of her photos. I'm gonna go comment something on her story, and then now I'm gonna follow her. So she's probably going to follow me back because she likes that I'm interacting with all of her stuff. So if you like, literally, I do this when I'm like sitting at nighttime watching a movie, or like anytime I'm just sitting there. This is so easy to do. And then with Facebook, what I like to do is I'll find people who I am friends with. So let's use this. Oops. Not Kat, because I'm not going to steal her friends. Okay, let's look at this girl. So she is just a random girl on my Facebook. I'm going to go to her friends, and I'm going to go through, and I go to suggestions a lot of the time. And I'm going to go through and look and just add some of her friends. And I find if you add people with friends who you're already friends with, then you get more people follow you and add you back. So now if you do this every single day, add to your page, add to your Instagram, you're going to have more people to add to your list. So does that make sense to everybody? So yeah. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to really quickly get Alex to share what she does, because I just think it's so awesome that she took the initiative to just really go after this and do this, because it's so key, because now she has so many people to message about the event. Okay, so Alex, if you want to unmute yourself and just kind of explain what you do really quick and your list.
Yeah, so I'm Alex, if you don't know me. Steven. So I'll usually go on Facebook while I'm at work, because what else do I do at work? I'll go in and comment on a bunch of people's their posts. And then if they comment back, I'll write their name down because they're interacting with me back. And then I'll go through, this is what I've had for the event I'm having with Karina. I have 70 some people in it now. So, and then I think I went to them on Sunday and I started inviting. And then as I was going through this, I was going through their friends list actually and adding through there. And I've had people in the group already inviting their friends to the group, and it's exposing them like crazy. So I'm just like, this is insane. And I started it again today for a different event because I'm not going to do the same one, right? But that's basically it.
See, that's just so simple. Like she just literally writes their names down. So now she's got all these people that because she's been interacting with them, she knows. So, and I tell me if I'm wrong, but sometimes like when you get the task, like Kat or Jamie and I put into the chat and we're like, hey guys, go message 20 people or go message 10 people. You're like, who do I message? Well, if you have a list, now you've got all these people. Okay, I've interacted with her. And I like to write down the date when I very first interacted with them, right beside their name is what I like to do, because I'm like, okay, I interacted with her last week. I'm going to go ask her. Right. And if you write her name down and you know, it's movie time and you can sit down and interact with people, you can go back to your list, make sure you've caught up on those people, and then you message them about Q. And I know it like sometimes can sound like a lot, but if you think of it in the way that like it just takes, well, in this company, it takes 2 people who want this. It takes 2 people with a decent network or 2 people who have the drive to really go somewhere with this. And then you could completely blow up. It's like, you know, the girl who signed me, I had no idea what I was doing when I very first started. She signed me up and I tried to quit on her a bunch of times. And then I helped her go to one of the highest ranks in the entire company because we killed it. Jamie and Kat both did the same thing, right? So if you can just find those 2 people who will just go for it, you're going to be set for life, especially with this company, because we are so new. We have gold in our hands right now. And then the other thing I wanted to just quickly mention is obviously, so interacting, adding to your network, those 2 are things that are so easily skipped. Okay. They're so easily skipped. You got to do them. But the other thing too, is your posting and your consistency with that. You know, pick a product that you want to share on your story every single day. Let's all do that together. Every single day, we share a product to our stories. And then throughout your stories, you want to be just you. And Jamie did this amazing training on your pillars and what your niche is and how you should be posting to attract people to you instead of just spamming them with business posts. If you haven't watched that yet, you got to go watch it. But if you can get pro at attraction marketing, where you can post and get a ton of interaction that way, you're going to kill it. Just like the last few days, I've been focusing on making sure, not the last few days, the last month or so, I've been focusing on that most of my posting is just of me and my life. And I like to make bigger posts about, you know, stuff that I'm going through or stuff that I've been through or something motivational, just sharing my life, because those posts, because I have so many people on my Facebook, they get like, my one post got over 300 likes and 90 comments. And it was just a picture of like me and my boyfriend, like, and me just like talking about that. So now what I can do is all those people who liked and commented, I'm going to be interacting with those people, asking them about Q. So even though you're not getting comments on your business posts, that doesn't matter. What you should be really focusing on is sharing people about you and your life. Because I'm telling you, when I do business posts, people don't comment. Okay. And I'm saying, but the funny thing is if I'm sharing my life, sharing who I am, they want to be on my team and they usually end up private messaging me. And because sometimes people don't want other people to see that they've even liked a business post. It's weird. People are weird. So they'll just private message you. So I really want all of us to work on our attraction marketing and just like sharing who we are, getting vulnerable. And Jamie actually posted a attraction marketing video in Phoenix. So, and the thing is too, is if you Google how to be good at attraction marketing, you can literally read all about it. Like all the things that you need to know and want to be better at are right at your fingertips. So this is our goal. We want to get the that event that Kat was just talking about that she made. Let's get as many of our people in there as possible. And let's blow this up. Let's each find our 2 rock stars this month so that we can all promote, we can all make an income out of this, and we can all change our freaking lives, because I know we're all here for the same reason. We all want this and we can all do it. And this is the way we're going to do it. So after this call, we're all going to send out our messages. And if you don't have anyone to message right now, that's okay. Okay. Just because you don't have anyone to message right now, that's okay. You better get on the interaction and adding to your network though. So anyways, that's all I have to say. Jamie or Kat, if you guys want to add anything into there, fly at her.
Karina, thank you so much. I super appreciate it. You know, guys, honestly, like we were just talking about this stuff and like how there's such a need. And one thing that I really want to reiterate here is that if you don't send the messages, people are not going to respond. Okay. So you really need to actually be working. You need to actually be sending those messages. You need to be interacting with those people. Pardon me. Yes. Like Jamie said, no more posting and praying bullshit. It happens once in a while. Once in a while, I'll be posting a log and then someone will message me and be like, okay, tell me about it. Right. But it's like so few and far between. The people, like, think about who enrolled you. Let's just think about this. Think about who enrolled you. How many times did you see what they were posting? How many times did you talk to them about it? How many times? Okay. This is what we do. We are attraction marketing. But with that attraction marketing, we need to freaking talk to people. Okay. I'm going to show you guys really, really quick before we end off here. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys the super easy way to like actually go through your friends list and like see where people stand. Hold on. I can't multitask, guys. I like look down on my phone and it's just like I talking words things. Good thing that I don't have to be good at that to do this. So, okay, so what I'm going to show you guys here is you're going to see, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go directly to my Facebook and I'm going to show you guys on here. I'm going to go to my friends and I'm going to click on friends. Okay, if I want to interact with people I've recently become friends with, there's all my recent people. Okay, if I want to go back to all, you can look and you will see it starts with A. Goes to B, C, D, the alphabet, okay? If you have not touched base, like some of these people, I bet you anything. Some of these people I have not even messaged with, okay? On my Facebook that I've had maybe for 6 months or whatever, right? Sometimes people fall through the cracks. So remember, like allow yourself to actually connect with people and like don't miss out on the people on your friends list. If we go through, like Karina was saying, with stories and stuff, like if you go through and you see people that have stories posted, it's the easiest thing in the world to literally click on somebody's profile. This is the other part of adding that I wanted to show you guys. Click on somebody's profile. You're literally going to scroll down, go to a picture that they have lots of likes on. Okay. This means that the people that have liked this post are interactive on Facebook and they actually do things. Okay. And you can scroll down, you will find so many new potentials, new people to add, right? Like allow yourself this time. It can be very, very quick. If you're messaging new people and using those messages that we've given to you guys, what I want you to do is not copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Okay. You can save them in your word board. You can save them in your, like I use my keyboard on my iPhone, right? And so I literally just put like PP and then my potential ambassador thing comes up, right? Like my ask. If I want to talk to somebody about anything, like I have it programmed into my phone. So find these, like get these things rolling for yourself so that it's easier and more efficient for you to do. If you're copy and pasting, you're going to get blocked from messaging. You're going to. It's just part of it. You saw Karina alter a message before. That's the smartest thing in the world to do, because if you alter the message and cater it to that person, the person is going to be like, oh, they're actually talking to me and it's not a spam message, which we don't want to seem spammy. And then B, the algorithm is not going to catch it in your messaging. Okay. So my challenge to you guys is literally after this Zoom, I want you to send out 10 messages. Send out 10 messages. Shout yourself out in your team chat. Shout yourself out to your leader. I don't care. Just shout yourself out and be like, dude, I did it. Go in the Phoenix movement and be like, I just sent out my 10 messages. Who else did? Right? Like this is par for the course. And so if we're not going to message and we're not going to get stepping outside of our bubble, then we're not going to get the interaction that we need. Right. And for myself, I've had barriers too, as to, I don't want to be bothering people, or, oh, is it too soon to message them? Is it this? Is it that? And really all you need to do is just get to a point that you're like, you know what? I've talked to this person 2 or 3 times. What's it going to hurt? What's it going to hurt? Okay. The last thing that I want to say about this is that group that we have created, this is going to induce those multiple exposures. So you guys know in network marketing, people need 7 to 21 times of seeing something before they make a decision. 7 to 21 times. Do I want to message somebody 21 times? No. I want them to see my stories. I want them to see my posts. I want to message them once in a while. And now we have this group. And so every 2 weeks on a Tuesday, they're going to have a notification that comes up that's like, Katrina has gone live in Quintessential Lifestyle, right? They are going to get those reminders, and those reminders get people more intrigued and more excited about things. So this is why we're doing this, guys. Everything you guys have at your fingertips. It's just you making the choice whether you do it or not. For me, I know that I have had so many barriers in my life and a lot of fear that's attached to this stuff. And my best bit of advice that I can give you is just say F it and run. F it and do it. Just do it. Like the worst thing that's going to happen is someone's going to be like, no, not right now, or no, thanks. The world is not going to implode. Okay. Like you're not, horrible things are not going to happen, right? They're just going to say no, thanks. Best thing that can happen, tell me more. Best thing that can happen, yeah, I'm interested. How does this work? How do you do it? Right? And if that gives you anxiety, then be like, dude, I literally just started here not that long ago. Are you cool if I put you in a group chat with my mentor? It's that simple. Okay. We have these beautiful systems, utilize them. So we have talked your ear off tonight. That's it. That's all for me. Jamie, I don't know if you want to add anything on. We still got 10 minutes if you want to go for it.
I'm just over here. No. I'm about to go live in the team page tomorrow. I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was. I said okay. I shook my head. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So this is why we're friends. Okay. So everybody, send out your 10 messages tonight. Shout yourself out. If you're scared to do it, freaking message your leader. We'll do it with you. Okay. We've got this. Let's make June awesome. Let's kill it. Bye. Have a good night.